Thank you, Atulji. Thank you very much for your very, very engaging and insightful conversation. I think with your not only with your stories, but your style of telling a story also ignited and impressed our audience, so that I can see everybody was so excited to how to to become a kind of storyteller, sharing so many variety of stories. I also believe that the stories are powerful when they are very insightful, very interesting, and very impactful. And you mentioned these all things in a half an hour conversation. Basically, we have witnessed that the stories are the most powerful tool to unleash the potential of tourism, to promote the business. So I think our travel tourism industry will certainly benefit from this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ranjitji, for connecting us with such an amazing personality. We'll stay in touch, and then we'll get your insights in future too. Thank you very much.
And I saw the Krishna temple, and I was telling him, sir, this temple is a story which is waiting to be told. We just need to put some machines around it, and it will become one of the best light and sound show which we can create. So what happens is that stories need to be told as per the need of the hour, and the possibilities are immense. You have. What happens, ma'am, that we get bogged down. Why do we stay away from these stories? Number one, we always look at the negatives. We think that we don't have the infrastructure. कौन आएगा हमारे यहाँ? आएगा तो कहाँ रहेगा? कौन सी फ्लाइट से लेकर आएगा? It's like मुर्गी पहले आई कि अंडा पहले आया. If you put a magnet, it will start attracting. गुड़ रखेंगे तो चींटियां अपने आप आती है कि उड़ाना पड़ता है कि आओ उड़ा गया. तो चींटियां भी नहीं दिखेगी. आप गुड़ रख दीजिए वो आ जाएगी कहीं ना कहीं से. So all I want India and Nepal to understand that let us not focus on what we don't have. Let us focus on what we have. When we go to Europe, they make a museum out of a hospital whose only history is that one bomb fell on it and it got destroyed. And they have an 8-hour show running on it. Ticket nahi milta uska. Running houseful. And we feel sad. We have so many stories waiting to be told. Mahabharata has 1 lakh shloks. एक श्लोक पे आप एक फिल्म बना सकते हैं. रामायण has 30,000 shlokas. We have to focus on what we have, not on what we don't have. We are sitting in the lap of Himalaya. The combination of spirituality, religion, and nature you may not find anywhere else in the world. This is our treasure. This is an invaluable treasure. When I've traveled the world, I've met a lot of people, I've seen a lot of cities. No city in this world can claim to be Videha. We are sitting in Videha. They claim either to give you material pleasures, enjoyment, or they claim that they will liberate you. The only city in the world which says that we are Videha. We are Videha while we are in Deha. देह में रहते हम विदेह हो चुके, हम जीते जी परमात्मा से जुड़ चुके, हम कर्म योगी बन चुके हैं. हमको मुक्ति के लिए देह छोड़ने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, because we are already there. We have to tell this philosophy to the world. The only king that Krishna mentioned as the perfect human being in Bhagavad Gita is Janak. He mentions Janak by the name. You have the Krishna connection. No other mortal king he mentions in the entire Bhagavad Gita, but he says, कर्मणैव ही संसिद्धिमा सिद्धा जनतादय. जनक और उसके जैसे कुछ लोग हैं जो कर्म को साध कर परफेक्ट हो चुके हैं. वो और कौन लोग, उनका नाम नहीं मालूम. जिसका नाम मालूम है वो कौन है? जनक. And we are sitting in the land of Janak. We have to tell the world that this land belongs to the people who found an honorary mention in Bhagavad Gita, in the song of the Lord. But we focus on the negatives. So it is time for India and Nepal to focus on our invaluable treasure of stories that we have. But like I said, the stories have to be told in a different manner. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I can tell you, and then let us see if we can find some inspiration. The few things we are doing, ma'am. Museums are no more a static experience. They have become experience centers. Indian government has started a scheme called Prasad. I think it's preservation and rejuvenation of spiritual augmentation of designated temples. So they are converting the temples into experience centers. That when you go to Somnath, you not only do darshan of Somnath, you know the history of Somnath. You don't know the history of Somnath, you experience the history of Somnath. आज की जनरेशन है, उनको कहानी पढ़नी नहीं है, उनको कहानी सुननी भी नहीं है, उनको कहानी जीनी है. They want to become a part of the story. Now what are we doing to make them part of the story in our experience centers? We don't show them a stone कि ये stone 5000 साल पुराना है, इसको देखते रहिए ऐसा नहीं. We are trying to give them experiences. And those experiences are coming out of stories only. I'm sure you all must have traveled the world. You've seen that the moment they enter my experience center, they are given an audio guide, a personal phone, and a headphone. And it talks to you in your language. Nepalese सुनना है, Hindi सुनना है, English सुनना है, German सुनना है, Chinese सुनना है. You click and you press 1. There may be 100 people in the hall, but he is talking to you personally and telling you, ये है, ये है, ये है, ये है. It's happening in India. When we designed it for Kurukshetra Museum, we faced this challenge that what should we call it? There should be a name to this board. Should we call it Mitra? Should we call it Sathi? Should we call it Dost? But then the answers come from stories only. We realized who told the story to the king when king was still in the palace and the war was happening in the Kurukshetra. It was Sanjay. It's called Sanjay. Sanjay's got that Divya Drishti beyond time. Now Sanjay is telling you this. So you've got your personal Sanjay, जो आपको कहानियां सुना. When you enter that Mahabharata museum or Valmiki temple or Ujjain temple, you get to see things happening around you. There are many of them. I can tell you only a few. We're helping them in audio format. Similarly, we are placing them inside the story. So these kind of installations, they are not from our museum because it's not open. These are called 360-degree domes. Every corner of the hall is a screen. You are standing on a screen. There is a screen around you. So ma'am, we have used this technology in creating 18 days of war. So when you sit inside that hall, you will see arrows going like this. They will not hit you, but you will experience the feeling that, oh, I just escaped an arrow. Because they want to be a part of the story. When my Bhim throws his gada on the ground tears under your feet. आपके पैर की जमीन पड़ जाती है. That's how you become a part of the story. That's how you start living the story. We are giving them water curtains. We are showing movies on water. There's a water curtain. The water becomes the curtain, and then the movie runs from there. We are showing them characters in air. There is such a thin screen that you will never register it, but when the characters appear on it, it appears that they are flying in the air. One more thing, this is not from our museum because we can't show that. This is a hyper-realistic model of a human being. Hyper-realistic human models. We have created hyper-realistic models of Pitama Bhishma. You are standing in front of something which looks exactly like Bhishma. उसके सामने एक iPad रखा हुआ है. There are 10 questions. You click on the question. Why did you not save Draupadi in the court of Kuru? And Bhishma talks to you. वो आपको जवाब देता है कि मेरी क्या मजबूरी थी. There is a hyper-realistic model of Krishna. You talk to him. आपने कर्म के बारे में जो बताया मुझसे फॉलो नहीं हो रहा है, मैं क्या करूं? Click on the question, and Krishna talks to you. That is how we are giving them an experience within a temple, which engages them, and the stories travel far. They go back to their countries and send more people. कि हमको भी सुनना है, हमको भी कृष्ण से बात करनी है, हमको भी पूछना है विष्णु से क्यों नहीं बचाया उसको. These are our experience centers. Another thing that we are doing ferociously in India, that image is taken by Ranjit ji. Ma'am, this is a canvas for me. 3 months, the place will change. I'm not selling myself, please. That's not business. I'm telling you what we're doing. 3 months, and this place will become an international destination. You will see stories running on that dome. You will see that temple moving from that place to that place. It is possible. It is happening only few hundred kilometers away from here. Light and sound shows. I have no idea why don't we have any in Nepal so far. I asked him, sir, मेरे को लेके चलो कहीं तो. He said, hey. This is world's second largest fixed structure in the world. It is a Shiva statue built by one of our clients in Nasdwara, close to Udaipur. Udaipur city in India, in Rajasthan state. The image may not justify its magnanimity, but when you drive from Mumbai to Udaipur, Delhi to Udaipur, after 40 kilometers away from this place, man, you see two mountains and Shiva sitting between those mountains. You see Shiva sitting between those mountains, and every night a light and sound show runs on this 360 meter long statue of Shiva. It's called Statue of Belief. You can search for that on the internet. You must pay a visit. Not only this, they have put up a lift, ma'am, where you can go up to the eye of Shiva. You watch the world from the eye of Shiva, through the eye of Shiva. These are kind of things that are happening back in India, light and sound shows. Another thing, ma'am, which are very important, sir was telling me about the festivals happening, Mahishasura. I asked sir, is there any live show running on the episode of Mahishasura? Is there any live show running? Because live shows which give you the experience of watching real humans, they are greatest of attraction anywhere in the world. And we have all the place in Nepal, we have all the talent, we have all the content. Seasonal shows. Back in India, you name them. This is the image of a play called Janta Raja. Janta Raja is for Raja Shiv Chhatrapati. Chhatrapati Shivaji show. Man, 250 actors on stage. Real elephants. Real horses come on stage, and this show has done 3,000 shows all over the world. You can look for Janta Raja on internet. 250 people, real elephants, real horses, and even to be able to host this show, you don't need an auditorium. वहाँ पे होता ही नहीं है. You have to give them a fort, or you have to give them a mountain, a hill. It happens only on the backdrop of the hill. This is the photo taken of the show which happened at Red Fort, Delhi. Another show, Mughal-e-Azam, the great love story. Now it has been converted into a play and it has been running successfully for past 10 years all over the globe. Again, an emotional story. The movie Mughal-e-Azam was produced by Shapurji Palanji. They are big builders in India. Many years later, somebody approached them that I want to make a play on the same story. They said, we take pride in the movie because our grandfathers put a lot of heart and money into it. We will make sure that you are never short of money. But the play has to be of equal quality, if not better. That's Mughal-e-Azam, it's a live show. That's Chakravyuh, that's my play. I wrote and directed this play. That's Nitish Bhardwaj, whom you must have seen in Mahabharata. We've done more than 150 shows of this play in India in past 10 years, including a show at the Parliament House Auditorium, including a show at the residence of L.K. Advani ji, including a show at Kashi Mahotsav, Lucknow Mahotsav. And when people come to India to travel, they look for the show of this play. Is it happening? No, it's happening 1 month later. They change their schedules. If you have that belief that we can create such live shows here in Nepal, people will travel from any part of the world to come to this land and watch the stories of Buddha, stories of Janak, stories of Sita happening live. Happening live. I'll quickly wrap up now. Another important thing that I want you all to think about. Cinema has a great role to play. I'm so happy to know that one of the movies has gone to Oscars. So what's the name? Yeah, so that movie is going to Oscars. Such a good news. You know about Kantara? You know about Manjumal Boys? No? You know about Bahubali? I'll tell you the story of all the three movies. Kantara is made out of one line local legend of a certain village in southern part of India. That local legend is just one line long. That's it. Not 1 lakh shlokas. They just picked up that local legend. They just picked up local legend, made a movie out of it, made with conviction, made with belief, made with quality, and today investors from all over the world are flocking Southern India. Give us more legends. Give us more such stories. So when last night Ranjit ji told me about the living goddess, I thought of Kantara. That if we can make that movie here in Nepal, magic will happen. Because the world doesn't know about these stories. If we can make a movie on Mahakal, you will start seeing magic happening. Manjumal Boys, a South Indian film there on Amazon. It was made on and shot in a totally unknown place, a totally unknown cave. Nobody would even go there to dust the place. They found that place, made a movie on that cave. That movie got hit, and today you have to deploy army to manage crowd there. You can search for it on internet. That cave has become such an attraction for कि हमको भी cave देखनी है जहाँ लड़का गिरा था. One good film made with the most modest budget gave us so much revenue in tourism. You know about Bahubali? When Bahubali was made, when the producers were just about to dismantle the set, somebody told them, no, don't do it. People want, after watching Bahubali, they want to live Bahubali. They left the set there only. That land has been converted into the Bahubali set, and people come and experience Bahubali. The set is still there in Hyderabad. People come and experience Bahubali. Oh, कैसा घोड़ा था, कैसा राजा था. A movie can do that magic. We just need that conviction. In the last parts, I met Shreya ji. You know Shreya? What's her name? Shraddha ji. She told me that 20 साल से मैम आपके हाथ में बहुत कुछ है. Social media is the game. Let us create influencers from Nepal. Let us create great podcasters who can just buy a mic, small mic, put up a camera. You guys just support them and let them tell the stories to the world. I'm sure there will be many already, but we need a lot. Internet is the next big thing. One simple boy, one simple girl sitting in his room can attract a lot of traction of the world to this beautiful city. We just need that conviction. And the last part, a lot of friends from travel industry and hotel industry, their stories have to be collaborated and packaged in a consolidated manner. Probably we can come out with, we already have many packages, we already have many schemes, ideas. I would want to give you an example of only one of my friend, and then we'll throw the house open for the questions. I have a friend who's a travel agent in Mumbai, and after Ram Mandir was opened, he somehow just cracked one simple idea. And after that idea, his business has grown by 10 times. He said there were many packages, you know, Char Dham packages, Jyotirling packages, Buddha circuit, Ayodhya. I created a package, Ram Vanvas package. अपने वनवास में राम कहाँ कहाँ गए, कहाँ से स्टार्ट किया, कैसे फिर वो पहुँचे, नासिक पहुँचे, किष्किंधा पहुँचे, उसके बाद फिर रामेश्वरम गए, लंकाए कैसे वापस आए. People just wanted to experience things Ram experienced in his lifetime, especially when he was not a prince. And that package is the best seller package. People want to live that Vanvas life of Ram. One simple idea. Similarly, please tell the world कि अगर आप अयोध्या आ रहे तो सफारी आइए, बदल नहीं. सीता माता का नाराज होगी तो राम जी भी नहीं मानने वाले. Come to this place. So my dear friends, stories are endless. The possibilities are endless. I only personally believe that India and Nepal have great stories to tell. We just need to add that little chocolate to it. And then I'm sure the doors are open, the world will be standing at our gates. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was my presentation. Thanks a lot for your time, your interest, and we can have a little